Hi everyone, this is Kritika from Tumble House. Before we start, I would like to mention some few points. It's a request to everyone to keep their mics on mute. If anyone gets logged out, they can again join back by clicking on the link again. Since it's a webinar, there might be chances of slow internet. If someone misses out on anything, we'll share the recording of the webinar with you. Also, we will not be able to take any questions during the webinar due to shortage of time. You can send in your questions in the chat box and we will take it up later. Shivangi Manyar is a life skills trainer for children, adolescents, and parents since 10 years. She's on a journey to help children and adolescents imbibe imperative life and emotional coping skills through a creative and interactive process. She has undergone a teacher's training course at ESSA Foundation. Built on the foundation of the four C's of the 21st century, her program's approach ensures that children and adolescents acquire problem solving and reasoning abilities that will allow them to tackle whatever challenge life throws at them. She has extended the reach of her program through her family centric platform, OTLO, which she founded in 2019. Over to you, Shivangi.
Thank you. What a beautiful introduction. All right, you lovely people. I see, wow, 16 participants. Thank you so much for giving me your time. And I would like to thank Tumble House as well as Karan and Shruti for inviting me for a beautiful talk. Um, well, I know you've heard a lot about me, but just bear with me for 2 minutes. Uh, I'm Shivangi Manyar, a life skills coach, and what I really do is I'm an emotions coach for children and teens. And I also guide parents as a collateral. I help them in their parenting journey. The name of my company is OTLO. And what we really do at OTLO is, let me tell you what OTLO is all about. Uh, in Gujarati language, the space outside the house, the veranda, is basically a space for conversations. In Gujarati culture, people really don't stay inside their houses during evening. So you'll have aunties will be cutting vegetables, and kids will be playing, and fathers would be tinkering with their scooters. And the whole idea is that while it is a great idea to go out into the world, explore, experiment, meet with people, at one point of time during the day you've got to step back, internalize, digest all your emotions, process them, and that's when you are the optimum best that you can be. And that's what Odlo is all about, bringing cohesion in your life. And that's enough about me. And I would like to start this webinar. And please feel free to chat in the type in the chat box if you have any questions, if you have any insights. Let this not be a one-way thing. I want to know your stories. I want to know all about you and your struggles. And I'm here to help you in whatever little way I can. Right? Okay. So going forward, I want you to imagine a situation, right? You are in the ICU and you're waiting to get your knee surgery done. And in walks in this nice little doctor with a cute little smile, and he says, well, I'm so excited to see you. And oh, wow, you have, okay, your knee doesn't look that great. You know what? I never really got a chance to, operate before or something. But I think you're very cute. You're very adorable. It's just that, I never really got a chance to graduate. And my internships, well, I'm 2 months old into my internship. But I think you're very cute and you're very adorable, and I really love you. And I would really be grateful if you could give me a chance to operate. Are you going to stay in the ICU or are you going to run with that fractured knee? Type in the chat box. I'm waiting to hear from you. Come on, run or stay? What do you do? Run! Tanushri says run. Oh my god. I'm getting so many direct messages also. Oh my god. Everybody wants to just run. Yes, that's exactly what's going to happen. Bhago. And that's what we are really doing. Love and common sense will only take you so far in your parenting journey. Parenting is more than 15,000 years old. 15,000 years old, and yet till date, there is no framework in place. There are no action points, there are no goals, there are no milestones set for parenting. Imagine, right? So, here I am going to talk about this one thing which I believe holds true. We parent the way we have been brought up. Is that a yes or a no? Agree? Disagree? Go on, people. Come on. Absolutely. Yeah, Tanushree says yes, somewhat. Okay, agree. Not completely. All right, Medha, agree. So sometimes what happens is that we get our parenting advice from different sources. It could be your parents, it could be your siblings, your friend circle, it could be your colleagues, it could be Google, it could be books. Where do you get your parenting advice from? Chat in right in the chat box. Where are you getting your primary parenting advice from? Elders, my mother, books and mothers and courses. Very good, Meera. Superb. Parents, my mother, family. Wow, wow. Courses, my friends and sisters. Amazing, amazing answers. Social media, yes, Navya, that's where I learned from too. Okay, so I have this small poll that I have planned for all of you, and I would really, Shruti says myself, yes, and I would really like you to fill in this poll. What do we do to discipline our children? How do we discipline our children? Timeouts, counting to three, spanking, yelling, threatening on our worst days, sorry, stickers, using stickers to motivate them, and asking your mom or elders for advice. How do we discipline our child? Yeah, I'll give you around 5 seconds more and we can close this. Oh my, oh wow, these are some interesting answers. Timeouts, counting to three, stickers. You know what? I still remember when I was a newly wedded doll, literally. Uh, my niece, my sister-in-law's daughter, used to come for vacations with her family, and every time my sister-in-law would say three, two, one, I would quake in fear. Myself being a 25-year-old lady, I would be so scared. And I think that's where a lot of our fears and our insecurities emerge from. I'm going to share the results so that you can see for yourself. Yeah, 50% of you say timeouts, the other of you say counting to three, and some of you enjoy motivating your children through stickers. Interesting. Medha says none for me. Then what works for you, Medha? Let us know. Let us know. We'll learn from you as well, right? So I'm going to stop sharing the poll and yeah, and then. So tell me, how does this really help us? What are we really setting out to do when we are looking to discipline our children? What is it that we are really looking at? What's the objective like? I'm waiting. Type. Just explaining politely and repeating myself. Yes, very nice. Works. Can I borrow your children? They look absolutely lovely. All right. What is the objective behind doing all this? What is the objective behind disciplining our children? Why do we need to bother so much? To form a habit and a routine? Yes, absolutely, Medha. To form a routine, to be a better person? Absolutely. Absolutely. To make life easy for myself? Yes, absolutely. Go on, go on. Don't be shy. We're a cozy group, we can afford to just open up. And I'm not going to be here to judge you. Trust me, yeah? So the idea is, yes, I'm getting a couple of direct messages. I would like to read them as well. Yes, I am looking to be a good mom. Yes, yes. So, what ultimately happens when we become very stern with our children, when we become very harsh while disciplining our children, is something that is not what we really want them to inculcate. What they really learn is how to ignore mom. Mama, I didn't listen. Mama, I couldn't listen. That's the pretense. How to feel bad about themselves. I'm such a bad boy. I made Mama cry. She was so angry at me. Try harder to push buttons. Mama, she shouted at me. Now I'm going to tell her, teach her a lesson. There are children who face these kind of concerns as well. Be clueless and helpless. Oh my God, why is she shouting so much? Why is she so mad at me? Be irresponsible. Well, no matter what I do, I'm going to fail. I'm the one who always spoils up everything. Let mama handle. I'm not going to do it. And stop trying. It's too hard. Mama is never going to be happy. It's too difficult. This is what we're actually leaving our children with. And I'm sure as parents, this is not what you've set out to do, right? You're good people. So, what really happens? The sign of great parenting is the parent's behavior. The lens is on you, dear people, not on your children, right? So when we go out with our children for a dinner party, or when we go out with our children to somebody's house as a guest, we often feel very concerned that people are watching us, people are judging us. They are not judging the child, they are judging you. And whether you know it or not, you're judging yourself. So let's move on and let me share with you my tips for what can be a beautiful balance between discipline and love. How effective parenting can be disseminated with a lot of love and with a lot of softness. Self-care is my number one go-to point. When you sit in an aeroplane, yeah, what is that one thing that the air hostess says which sounds very illogical? In case of an emergency, please first put the oxygen mask on yourself and then take care of your child. There must be some good reason for that, right? So tell me, people, what is the only thing that you've done for fun in the last 1 month? The one thing that you've done for fun. Fun that is just for you. Just fun for you. Not with the children, not with the family. Something fun that you did. Go on. I'm waiting. I'm a mother of two. I am generally quite patient. So I'll wait. Lunch with friends. Awesome, Tanushree. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. I'll wait for one more and then we'll move on. Oh, I got a direct message. A long shower. Hmm. Perfect. Perfect. So when I talk about self care, let's talk about exercise. When I was a young mom, and somebody used and I used to feel really tired and wear these shaggy clothes at home, and people used to come and tell me, Shivangi, if only you could exercise for half an hour every day, you wouldn't feel so tired. And I was like, oh my God, if I could only get 8 hours of uninterrupted sleep, I would be fine. In hindsight, I truly believe that that half an hour sets the stage for the way you look at your child. When I talk about health and nutrition, I always used to feel so uncomfortable when I would see everybody in the family playing with my children and me feeling so low on energy that I couldn't participate even. One trip to the doctor changed everything because I realized after my meeting with the doctor that I was suffering from thyroid. And now I'm such an energetic mom. Micro self care techniques. See, ladies, I know how hard it is to be a mom. So, nowhere am I asking you to take long champagne baths or go cloud gazing. But can you carve out 5 minutes in your schedule? Your child is asleep, spend 5 minutes journaling. Your child is sleeping, spend 10 minutes just quietly listening to your favorite song or belly dancing, right? So, something very intentional. So, I would like all of you to get your phones out, open your calendar, and type that one thing that you're going to do for yourself in the coming week with the date and the time. Go. Tough to get time out. Yeah, Rashi, I completely agree. I get it. Exercise and dance. Yeah, Shruti? Great minds think alike. Can I repeat, please? Of course I can. Booked myself a getaway on my birthday. Superb, Medha. That's an amazing share. You know, Rashi, it is tough to get time out, and this is why I want you to realize that you cannot pour from an empty cup. There's only so much you can do before you collapse. And this is my intention to stop you from self sabotage. 5 minutes. You can take 5 minutes out for yourself. Lean into your family for support. When I was a young mom, I used to write on a piece of paper what I am planning to do for the next week for myself. And I used to stick it on the refrigerator under a magnet. And I used to broadcast it to the whole world. And the glow on my face when I would come back from a meeting with my friends or I would come back from a spa, oh my God, unbelievable. Yeah. So, somewhere, people, we've got to realize that maybe belly dancing for half an hour with my friends is going to make a huge boatload of difference to the way I look at my life. Yeah. All right. Going forward, connect with your child. So traditionally, what used to happen was that I would be watching television, and my mother would serve the table, and she would say Shivangi, and I would be watching television, and I was like, and she would say, okay, Shivangi, and I'm like, coming, are you? And then the final war cry, oof, and I would be mad and sulky, and I would be dragged to the dining table against my wishes. And it never really panned out for me. It never really worked out for me. So I have a suggestion here. The next time you want your child to listen to you, say maybe just get him to the dining table, walk over to him, kneel down to his or her height, put your hand on her head, and connect. Now, what do I mean when I say connect? Watch what he's watching. Say maybe it's a Peppa Pig or a Dora. Try and give your input. Nothing like, well, when did Dora learn to count? No. Something which really matters to the child. Yeah, when is Dora going to change her color scheme? Yeah, why does she wear the same colors every day? Doesn't she wash them in the washing machine? And your child is going to look at you with newer eyes because you've created a connect. And then you give a choice to the child, 5 minutes now or later, and you walk away. This is how you engage. It's not going to happen overnight that your child is going to follow you like a puppy back to the dining table. No. But this creates a connect and this paves the way for a future wherein you give him a gentle call and he comes running. Why? Because he knows there is a connection and he believes in that connection. Stories. Stories are interesting and that's why kids love them. Instead of saying, go, brush your teeth, how can I make it interesting? एक बोंगू मॉन्स्टर था, वो आया, दांत चबाकर चटनी बनाकर सारा का सारा खाना खा गया. Watch your child's eyes grow wide as he gets mesmerized with the crazy, wacky stories that you make. And weirder the better. And you know what? Build on it. Do it once, do it the other day. Get your family to, add inputs to it. And very soon it'll become a family story. See, you're making memories without even realizing that. Great, na? Such beautiful teachable moments you have. Just no moral stories, please. No goody goody mama. Fun mama. Yeah? All right. When we come to role plays, I get super excited when it comes to role plays. How do they help really? They will help your child to empathize with your problem, the problem that you're facing. Now, for instance, you have been invited to a friend's place for dinner, and you know that it's going to be a 5 course meal, fine dining, and you're really nervous about taking your kid along. Get into a role play. Make your husband the child, you be the sibling, and ask your kid to be the parent. It's going to be very funny when he sees you screaming and screeching and saying, no, mama, I don't like potatoes and I don't like tomatoes. And he is going to be so crazy looking at you, going all over the place. And he's going to realize that, yeah, maybe this is not the best way for me to behave. It's going to be funny, but he'll get the message. He'll get the message without you having to verbalize it for him. And I think that's the beauty of it. The only thing with a role play is that you've got to do it well ahead of in time so that there are no last minute shocks for the child, right? The more you practice, the better you'll get at it. And when you can throw in a little bit of a prop, a pillow or a comb or a balloon, oh my God, they'll go gaga and they'll love you for it. You know, that's the point that I wanted to make. I would like to quickly go through the chats because I'm getting a couple of, yeah, I think I agree it's important to do that. Thank you, Rashi. That's such a beautiful validation. Shruti Bhatta, that's a good one. We'll be applying and I will be waiting to hear your experience, Shruti. I learned from you all. Yeah. Thank you. This is a good crowd. You people talk to me and make me feel part of the group. I'm very grateful to be here. All right, setting limits. Well, when we talk about giving them a choice, I'm going to deep dive into that. So I'm going to reserve that for later. But when it comes to taking action and experiencing the consequences, hmm, there are times when our children need to understand that words just don't cut it anymore. You've got to be serious, right? This is when you set in stone your intention as a disciplinarian in front of your child's eyes, right? What happens if you're driving and your child, say 4-year-old child, removes the seat belt and starts jumping on the car seat? What do you do? Absolutely nothing. You take the car, park it on one side of the road, and you wait. You wait till your child gets the message. Your children are fighting for one piece of toy and you're losing it. And you know, nothing you can say is going to make any difference. So, what do? You keep that toy in the peripheral vision of the child, but away from his reach. Say, put it on a ledge and wait for them to calm down. Here, as a mother, your role becomes very important as the silent and the powerful boss of the family, the leader of the family. You might need your family to be oriented way before all this madness begins. So, you will need family support, and you have to be very, very confident and very, very upfront in asking for help. Yeah. You can't do this alone, it's too much, and you don't need to. Go have some fun, right? Experience the consequence. As your children grow a little uh, older, you'll realize that they have this beautiful thing called memory, and they remember a lot and in full HD detail. So I remember this reading about this incident where the mother is ready to go to the supermarket, and this child walks up and says, "Mom, where are you going? Take me along." And she says, "I'm going to the supermarket and I'm going alone." And the child is very excited and says, "Oh, I'm going to come." And the mother says, "No, this time I'm going to be all by myself." And the child says, "Why, mom?" And mother says, "Well, if you remember what happened last time." "Oh, mom, I was running haywire in the supermarket, right? And I dropped that pile of oranges. Oh, mom, you got that. You got that. Guessed it right." See, again, I am putting the power in the child. Yeah. Without making him feel bad, without downsizing his feelings, I'm telling him it was not appropriate. "Mom, can I please come this time? I promise I won't mess up. Today I'm going alone, but there'll be plenty of trips later, and I'll surely take you along, but not today." This is where you put your foot down. And I'm telling you, children by nature are super intelligent and they will get it. Yeah. Now let's go to the deep dive. This is giving them a choice and a voice. Very, very important. Ladies, I will need your help to make this work. Yeah. How many of you are ready with a small fun activity? If it's a yes, please type yes. I get a yes and a yes and a yes. Three yeses are fine. I was anyways going to do that. All right. So the beauty of giving them a choice and a voice is to make them feel empowered while making any decision with them, right? Nowhere are you allowing the child to flee away. Nowhere are you giving him the flexibility to escape. You are turning them in your direction, yet with in such a way that they feel that they have the freedom and they have the autonomy to do so. So I'm going to give you certain statements, and these are our traditional instructions. And you are going to tell me that how, as a new empowered mom, you are going to turn this into a choice question for your kid. Let me give you one example and then we'll take it from there. Take your bath now. How do I make it a choice for my child? Any takers? Take your bath now. I mean, I don't like it when somebody would say, "Don't talk like this to me." Take your bath now. Anyone want to try? Come on. Don't worry about right or wrong, okay? Anyone? Am I speaking to myself? Come on. Wow, Navya. Wow, that's amazing. Come on, let's play with some bubbles. I want to play with bubbles all the time. Do you want to take a bath now or after you've absolutely, Tanushree, I think you got it. Which soap would you like to use today? Amazing, Parul. I never thought of that. That's a beautiful choice. Would you like me to rub it on you or would you like to do it by yourself? Do you want to take a bath now or after you've played for 10 minutes of peekaboo? Superb. So I think it's time to clean ourselves. How about we get in the water and play a little? That's a great idea too, Medha. Appreciate it. My God, some beautiful ideas. Wear your pants. That's instruction number 2. Come on, try. Wear your pants. Let's select your clothes for today. Give them a choice. Make them the owner of the decision. Let's do this. Come, I will take out your favorite pants. Rashi, give them a choice. Do you want to wear your favorite Mickey Mouse t shirt? Wow, that's a thought. Which color do you want to wear today? Wow, you're giving them choices. Do you want to wear your red pants or do you want to wear your gray pants? Nowhere am I saying that it's okay to wear shorts in this weather. Put on your. Absolutely, absolutely, Navya. Right. Okay, now the third one. Drink your juice. Come on, think, people, think. How do I make it a choice? How do I make my child feel very powerful? Do you want to wear a Spider Man t shirt or a plain one? Superb, Shruti. This is some great work. Juice. Drink your juice. Come on, come on. You got it. It's not that hard. Which sipper would you like to have your juice in? Yeah, would you like to have a sipper or would you want to have it like a grown up? Beautiful, Parul. Beautiful. Amazing. Amazing. Some very smart people in the room today. Great. Would you like half a glass or would you like full glass of juice? Right? Park time over. Let's go home. Park time over. Let's go home. Let's squeeze out some juice together. Yes, Rashi. Navya, drink your red juice. It's good for your red heart. I love that, Navya. Where are we giving him a choice? See, when you say drink your red juice, he might go, no. What will you do then? But if he says, do you want to have your red juice or an orange juice? There is no running away from juice. Yet at the same time, he feels, wow, I decide to have red juice. How about we play for 5 more minutes and head home to play with your grandparents? Superb. Shall we go home right now or 10 minutes later? You got it, Parul. Do you want to build a tent house today at home? Superb, superb. Some lovely, lovely statements. And the last one. It's time for your husband and you to have a quiet me time after a long day. And you want to just unwind and be in each other's company, and your child doesn't really want to go to bed. Common, right? So, what option can you give to your child so that you get your me time and yet at the same time his sleep time doesn't get disturbed? That's a tough one, I know, but I think you guys can crack it. What do you do if the child doesn't stick to the choice they made? Okay. Tanushree is saying, I definitely want an answer to that one. Oh, you'll get one. You'll get one. Absolutely. I know we crave for our me time. I don't know how our parents and grandparents used to manage, but yes, as a generation, I think we have a certain fanaticism towards our own space. Yes, yes, absolutely. I got one direct message. Yes. And I will like to close this by saying you could either go to sleep now or you could play in your bed till it is mummy papa's time to come and tuck you in, right? In either way, both the parents get some breathing time and their child is sorted, right? Let's read a bedtime book with Papa like you always do, then shut our lights and make the monkey oblique baby go to sleep. LOL. Medha, I think this is absolutely amazing. And you know what? Sone pe suhaga would be if you can put in a little bit more option for him. Let's read a bedtime too with Papa like you always do. And then maybe, if you like, we could shut our lights and make the monkey baby go to sleep. Or we could do another thing. We could put the bed sheet or the blanket over our head and pretend that we have gone to fairyland. Whatever comes to your mind. See, whatever wacky, weird thing you say, your child is going to lap it up because it's come from you. You are the central person in his life, the central node of his universe. Literally, moms, you have no idea how much power you carry. Yeah? All right. Okay. So, moving forward, let me go back to my presentation. And all right, okay. So, this is something which we have covered in depth, and we come to the closure. All emotions are natural, behavior is a choice. I would like to leave by telling you about this beautiful story which has stayed in my heart for so long. So the garden in my condo is my laboratory. Literally, I go there and I observe children, I observe parents, I see their parenting styles. And one day when I was there with my daughters, they were cycling, and I was just taking a walk, listening to my music, and looking at the halla gulla happening around me. I saw this young, beautiful mom, with a small baby in her hand, and this baby had gone bonkers. And she was screaming and wrestling, and she wanted to go out and play. And the mother had this tiffin box in one hand, and she was like, Rakhi, good girl, thodi der aur bas, and then we will go back home and you will have a nice dinner and you will go rest and it'll be beautiful. Don't worry, sweetheart. Just a few minutes more. And I was like, wow, that's some mom. Wish I were a mom like that. And I went up to her and I said, my God, hats off to you. You are doing such an incredible job of parenting your daughter with so much of love and empathy. Wow, Rocky's so lucky to have you. And she looked at me and she smiled and she said, she's Sonam, I'm Raki. and, and that made me realize that moms, we have it rough. I know, but you're going to manage it. You are super moms. You are the only Mother Nature has chosen you for this specific divine role. And I think you're doing a great job honoring us, honoring your families. And I think you're doing a commendable job. Nobody is going to come up to you and pat you on the back. It's only you yourself who are going to tell yourself minute you look at the mirror and go, you rock. Yeah. Thank you so much. This has been incredible. This has been such an awesome group, so interactive, so ready to share their insights. I think I have gone with a few takeaways. If there is any specific topic that you would want me to work upon, research upon, and get back to you, any queries that you have, please type in the chat box. Um, for anything serious, any concerns that you have, I would be more than happy to share with you a 30 minutes free one-to-one session. This is a gift from Tumble House and me for you lovely people here. And a big, big thank you to Karan and Shruti. I think you've opened your hearts to me. You've shared your lovely parents' time with me. And I'm so, so grateful for this opportunity. You have absolutely no idea. Thank you, Karan and Shruti. I will be signing off now. Lovely people, absolutely lovely meeting you, and I hope to see you again. And Medha, thank you. If I was amazing, it's because of people like you. It's Medha. It's only because of people like you. Thank you so much for the validation. Sibling fights. I wouldn't like to give you tips on sibling fights because I know your kids are already managing that beautifully on their own. But yes, please get to connect with me for a one-to-one session. Absolutely complimentary, and I'll give you lots and lots and lots of ideas. I've got lots of tricks up my sleeve. Thank you for a wonderful talk session. Thank you, Rimple. Any question, I'm here to support you in whatever little way I can. Thank you, Shruti. Rashi, thank you. Tanshri, thank you. Amazing. Signing off. Bye bye. Take care.
Hello. Are we the only one left? सब चले गए ना? ठीक था?
Yes, sir, it was good.
once I come there in the evening, then we'll discuss. All right.